Cincy local and live from Cincinnati Ty.
Randall Pink.
We got some special guests in the building.
What's good, y'all? I'm Joe Eid.
What's good, y'all? It's Deuces, man. You know what it is.
What's going on? It's a pleasure to have you guys here. So tell me a little bit about what you guys got going on in the city and what you guys been working on.
Man, so we're artists. We curate events with our team. We have a record label / collective. It's written off as an LLC, as a label, but right now we're a collective.
For records.
That's right. Passion, reward, opportunity. That's the acronym, and we call ourselves Pro. I mean, it's all sorts of stuff. It ranges from anywhere to concerts to music festivals. We helped Wino throw a Pressure Fest this year.
Oh, yeah.
We work directly with Donuts and Alcohol on events. We have a Halloween event coming up.
Shout out Donuts and Alcohol.
Shout out Donuts and Alcohol and Gravel.
Heck yeah, Gravel's my boy. I mean, house parties, mansion parties, yacht parties, anything you can think of that's an event in Cincinnati that's possible. We've probably done it or done some kind of form of it. And obviously, we got some dope music. So that's all I really got to say. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, personally. I've been making moves here and there, so.
Oh yeah, man. Real quick, I did see that yacht party. Was that a yacht party that I saw not too long ago?
Yeah.
Shit, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. September 10th. It was the day before my birthday. So it's funny. Middle Eastern birthday on 9/11. It is what it is, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I had a yacht party on September 10th this year, and we did one last year. And Deuces, I'll let you explain how that was, bro.
Oh, man. It's hard to explain. I mean, you just had to be there.
It looked like one of those things that you just had to be there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like we had a rooftop party as an after party. And you're talking like right across from Kroger's headquarters. Downtown, pretty much.
Yeah.
I won't disclose the location because it's a secret location, but pretty much.
Yeah, no, that event was lit, man. I mean, it was really good to be able to celebrate a brother's birthday, man. So shout out to Joe for that, man. I mean, it was just, being able to take advantage of the city that you're in, where they usually don't do like yacht parties. Like that's not a thing in Cincinnati.
I was thinking, where'd you guys even find was it on the Ohio River? Is that where it was?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like they have like, BB riverboats and, some other things and stuff, but it's like to have it be like a solidified event that people are like, oh, like it's that time of the year. Mm-hmm. Like it's Joe's birthday. Like, oh, we're about to go celebrate on the yacht. Let's get it. Like that
definitely sets the bar pretty high for the next couple of birthdays to come and to follow.
Oh yeah. Like it's crazy because we did it last year and we sold out like 2 days before the event started. This year, literally 4 days after we posted the event on Facebook, it sold out.
Oh
It was like a whole different experience. Like I was like, what? Like, I did not see that coming.
Mm-hmm. That's how you know you're doing something right for sure, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So then I was there for the Pressure Fest. That was legit. That was what was that? 2 stories. You got your upstage and downstage down there.
Yeah,
that was fire.
27 artists and controlling 27 personalities at the same time. That was
big personalities.
That was fun. That was really fun.
Yeah, that was a good experience though. I think. Yeah. I think for the first of its kind, Pressure Fest I think has happened before with YNO, but for the first of its kind like that, where there's like 2 floors and there's like, there's more than one curator that's, there's that are collaborating together to make it happen. Like, and like the amount of like stuff that created like the context for it, dude.
It was popping. I mean, like it was like shoulder to shoulder in there for sure. And I guess you guys used best of both worlds and kind of collab together and really hype that thing up.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it, especially like in this city. You know what I mean? I think it might be easier, harder in some other cities, but like in this city for sure, like getting rid of the ego and making sure like look, let's make this happen. So everyone knows who everyone is, right?
Facts.
Yeah, shout out to Fame and Fonz, honestly.
And
I think the biggest thing I took away from that is, man, I put 8 headlining artists and some other artists on a billboard. Like that was for the first time.
Dude, I saw that. That's legit. Who else is doing that right now? You know what I mean? Like, especially in the city, like you said, like there's so much talent that comes from Cincinnati. And I've said this before where we all say we want to work with one another, but then it's like we don't. And it's like, look what the results are when we do.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For everybody. Everybody eats. Everybody's there to have fun. It's a good time. So shout out to you guys, banging those events off and it actually being a banger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Joe for that, man. Joe is a mastermind for sure. He hates when I call him the CEO, man, but he
hey, if the shoe fits, man.
When the shoe fits, wear it,
Right.
And he does it, man, but he does it with such good intentions, which is the reason why he doesn't like the role. And I think that's a good way to express character among your fellow men. You know what I mean? Along your fellow comrades, I'll say.
Yeah.
Because that just shows like a piece of leadership that people got to learn how to do. Someone could be better than whoever, but you're not better if your team ain't working with you. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
well said, man.
Not to jump out all over the place. I was talking about the label situation. What is the label situation?
So as of now, we signed an LLC to make it a collective. We have I'm sorry, let me take that back. We signed an LLC. We have an LLC that I put together to make it an actual record label. But I didn't want it to be just a normal record label. I never wanted to think that way. I never wanted people to see or perceive Pro as that. So what I did is I wanted to build it like a Wu-Tang Clan. So we have a bunch of artists in a collective, right? And whenever we come together and make music, it's underneath Pro. And whenever we're not making music together, it's underneath our collective. Everyone's independent, so they do whatever the heck they want.
So is it not a fact that you had a global warming situation?
Oh man, global warming.
Is that not a thing?
Yeah, so what do you mean by that?
Can you talk about that situation?
Yeah.
It was.
So what do you
Were
mean
you
by
signed over there?
So global warming, I'm glad you did your research on that. That's fucking.
No, dude, you're cool. Do your thing.
So global warming is an LLC that me and a couple of my friends put together from high school. So Gabe Henry, shout out to Gabe Henry. He is my boy.
Shout out to Gabe for real, bro.
He's honestly one of the best things that's happened to Pro ever. But he essentially put an LLC together called Global Warming, and we made it from out of Texas because at the time he lived in Texas, right? And we wanted to put 2 record labels underneath Global Warming. One was Scoleone Records from my boy Rob in New York, and we were going to put Pro underneath it. However, Gabe decided he didn't really want to go through with music anymore because he just wasn't feeling it anymore. So we decided to kind of just like tailor that off. So now Scoleone Records is its own thing, Pro is its own thing, and Global Warming, it's there, but it's not really an entity at this point. Yeah, but yeah, that was a music video we had back in the day. We all did that together. It was called "Don't Be Mad." That was. I don't know if you've ever seen.
Was that the only project off of Global Warming?
What? Yeah.
Was that the only project?
Yeah. That
so
was the only video.
The project that you have now, hop on or
yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, it's funny.
Yeah.
I love that project though, man. That project.
We were going to talk about that for sure because that's top tier, man.
Yeah, that project was dope.
I appreciate you. Yeah.
That project is on Pro.
Yeah. So everything that's been released by me, other than the "Don't Be Mad" song, that's a music video, is all underneath Pro. Yeah, so that's it's a great fun experience. But man, I'm so glad you saw that. Actually,
yeah,
because no one knows about that.
Now everybody knows if they come across it. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So then, speaking of, I'll go ahead and say it: hop on or fuck off. Did some great numbers. So when you first got into that, was that song produced and ran by you, or what was it?
So M80 produced the beat. He's a legend in the city of
Shout out to
Cincinnati.
M80, bro.
Is my guy. I mean, that dude's made beats for everybody. So he produced the beat.
Cocky as ever, I see the keys to my city. Above it with drones and propellers, will Mason Marshalla. Straight to my money, I take over countries. No beef for vendetta, no mess, so I'm clever. Pro with the sweater.
Timeless Recording Studios is where I recorded the actual song with Chris Turner.
Timeless.
Yeah, sound engineer, your girl's fave, awesome person. And then Najee Fargan, he's a part of Pro Fame. He's always been a friend of mine. He was the first artist in Cincinnati to actually other than the team. Fame was actually the first artist in Cincinnati that was like yo, you need to be featuring people on your songs. You need to be out here more in Cincinnati. Like, come here, bro. We'll do a song together. So he was the first person that legitimately like kind of took me in as a Cincy native other than my team.
Yeah.
And we kind of just worked. And now it's very, very reciprocal. We threw Pressure Fest together. We did a couple of other videos together. So shout out to him. So he was in the video too. And yeah, the rest is history. That video, the concept was made by me.
Great concept, man. Like, so when you made the song itself, was it always going to be a collab? Were you always going to have those artists on there? Or did you make original song and then those kind of trickled in? Or was that part of what Fame was talking about? Like, hey, yo, you got to have a bunch of people featured on this.
So I have the project Hop On or Fuck Off, and I have a project Hop On or Fuck Off too. They're both separate. They're separate albums / EPs, right? Hop On or Fuck Off was supposed to go on the project Hop On or Fuck Off, right? And originally I was going to record the song and I was going to have 2 other features on it. I won't name those features, but it kind of fell through. Mm-hmm. So I just put that song to the side, never released it, never did anything. I'm like, you know what? F this. I don't need the song. The features fell through. Kind of just gave up on it for a little bit. But once I started making Hop On or Fuck Off 2, I heard that track again. I was like, yo, my verse is fire on this. Like, I need to get something going with it. So I let some of my friends hear it. And they're like, oh, well, shit, let Najee try something. Najee tries something. He goes crazy and does a longer verse than everybody combined on the song.
Yeah.
And then after that, I had Fame in the studio. And I was just like, yo, you want to do this? He's like, yeah, I got this. And it just came together that way. But no, originally there were supposed to be 2 other artists on the song. It just never happened. So I was discouraged for a little bit. But once it actually happened and it came together, I was like, oh man, okay, we need to box. Originally it was supposed to be a boxing music video. Then I figured out I had access to a wrestling ring from Najee. Shout out to Najee. He found that wrestling ring in Hamilton, Ohio.
Dude, that's legit.
Yeah. And then after that, it was just, hey, Royal Rumble parody, let's go. And I kind of just took off from there.
So of that group of guys on the track, are any of those guys signed to pro?
So Najee is a part of pro. So technically we don't have anybody signed. I have that record label there. So when we decide to sign people, it's ready and it's good to go. But right now we're technically just a collective. So there's like 8 artists in our collective.
Reason asking is because I seen that you do a lot of things with Jamil Zion.
Oh yeah, Jamil. He's my boy, bro. I love that dude.
That's my guy.
Yeah. He's working on some shit right now.
He's steaming. That's for sure.
Steaming, I will say that.
That's for sure.
Yeah, he's in the cobwebs right now, but he's an MVP in the cobwebs right now. I'll say that.
Going down them rabbit holes.
Yeah, he literally put all his music on the side to kind of think long term. Mm-hmm. I appreciate the hell out of him for that.
Sometimes you got to do that. You know what I mean? Wear a different hat for a little while and see what happens.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Come up with. So that's, I mean, that Hop On or Fuck Off really took off, and I feel like a lot of the hype was that solidified music video. I mean, that was top tier.
Thank you. Yeah, that's something I really pride myself on. Is every single music video you see on YouTube, I try to make it look top notch. Lenny QT, shout out to him. He's a video director that lives in LA. He's always been great to me. He's always been absolutely awesome when it came to my visions with videos and being able to execute them and direct them himself. Also Simeon Collins.
Shout out to Simeon
from Cincinnati. He's a beast as well. He's executed some of my visions for music videos as well.
Great visual art, man. And I also looked at those people that shot your last video that got nominated for music video of the year.
Oh yeah, so
that was sweet too, man. These like real life music videos is what I eat up, man. Yeah. That's like, those are legit. They take a lot of work and effort.
Yeah, so Lenny QT, he did both of those videos for Doe, and that won Buckeye Video of the Year, and then Hop On or Fuck Off also just won Buckeye Video of the Year. So got it 2 years in a row, and we'll see what we got in store next year.
All right, on. Well, let's branch over here to Deuces.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about what you're about and what you got going on in the city.
Yeah, man. I got a lot going on. So I need to like simplify this down into like a
A 2-minute pitch type. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me give you my pitch real quick. Guys.
Yeah.
This is how this works.
Yeah. Talk to us.
So yeah. So like I'm Deuces. I am part of Pro. I have also a family business called Soak Entertainment. I am a rapper / singer, an in-game host for the Cincinnati Reds. I'm also an actor, a playwright for musicals and such. I also write jingles. I also do songwriting. I also get involved with sync licensing. And I just got done performing at Blink Cincinnati twice. One by myself and one with my band, who's a hip hop improv band. We do everything on the spot, and we were found from America's Got Talent through NPR videos and being on Van's America's Most Wanted Top 10
nice,
in the
man.
competition, which holds like 100,000 like competitors and stuff. Man, I feel like I'm forgetting some stuff.
Yeah, I bet. Like, man, you sound like you've been doing everything everywhere.
Yeah, and that's just like I just want to like throw that out now. So then, whatever questions you got, I don't have to be like, oh wait, I forgot.
Yeah.
Before he goes on, real quick, who'd you write a jingle for?
So, so throughout my jingle like adventures, I've wrote stuff for Procter and Gamble, for Safeguard Soap, and for Ball, the people that make the mason jars. Right? Like Ball Mason, right? And they make like those aluminum like cups that keep your like drinks cool. Like that's the new thing. So if you've seen that commercial, it's like a real vivid commercial, and they're like aluminum cups, and you pour water in there, it keeps it cool like your like water bottle and stuff. And so I've written jingles for that and for Safeguard Soap.
Well done, dude. That's legit.
And that Safeguard Soap commercial was on TikTok. It was the first commercial on TikTok. It was like the first interactive commercial on TikTok during COVID. And it was about cleaning your hands. And so you had people like Shay Mitchell and some of like your popular TikTok creatives, and it was on Good Morning America.
Take it and run.
Yeah, like Michael Strahan was talking about it. It got over like 2 billion views. The plays on the track were ridiculous. Christina Milian was doing the challenge. And I didn't do the challenge. Oh, I did the challenge, but I wasn't the one advertising the challenge. They were just using my song, right? And so people were like repeating and like singing my song and stuff. Like you heard people like singing it, and you can like show it if you want to or look it up and stuff. I'm not sure if you guys checked it out on TikTok yet,
No, but we're going to, because it's just funny that the way that the market goes, it's like little things like that where you think like, all my dedication is going to be like on all those things you got going on. And then you got this little jingle there like, all right, I'll do it. You do it. And now look like numbers galore. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
And it pays well.
Yeah.
You know, like
I bet.
That's what I tell my team. I like my team knows that. Like they know, like, you know, outside of like writing music and performing, man, like there's a lot of money out here and different ways to make it.
Yes.
So it's like, you just don't got to depend on the streams, because the streams is where we kind of get caught up at, hoping that like we'll get that one hit. It's like, bro, like you can make so much money just like doing other things.
Throw your darts.
While you're waiting for that number one hit to get on Spotify. You know what I mean?
So your man definitely wears those hats, different type of day.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely a jack of all trades, but I'm definitely a master at some.
There you go.
I'm not a master. I'm not the master of none. I definitely master some of the stuff that I can do. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, man.
So with that being said, what are some things you got coming up?
You know, I just got done performing at Blink Cincinnati, man, and I gotta say, like, that was a hell of an experience, man. I really gotta shout out to my team for like supporting me and being there with me, man, because that was a big move. And just to be in a big like atmosphere. I don't know if you guys got like affiliated or got like involved with Blink or
just passing through. I would say I would have liked to more.
Yeah,
because it was all over the city. Blink, 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 blink. And you're like, what is Blink? All right, let's go downtown, because that's where it is.
Yeah,
that type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, so they do it every other year. COVID just kind of messed it up, and it's a new event, but they started in 2017. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, I grew a big fan base off of it. I got like more fans off of the performances and stuff. It was amazing, man. I mean, just to be in that moment makes you feel like you were in the stadium, like with the rest of these big artists, you know, like I felt in my element, man. Like it just like, I guess like a lot of times, you know, you really got to go through the experience to really recognize like you are worth to be it. You are worthy to be in that place. Cause like, you know, we always get nervous as artists naturally. Like then like we're just nervous when we get to perform in front of big people. But like when I was there, like I was like, nah, this is it. This is for me.
That's how you know, man. Like,
yeah.
Like you said, you always deal with the anxieties or these nerves. Like, okay, you know, am I going to do good, whatever, when you go up on stage or you have the mic in your hand. But at the end of the day, when you're like, why isn't that nerve there? Like, and you just go out and you vibe, you're like, dude, I'm in my zone.
Yeah.
This is me. This is where I belong.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And I really want to say shout out to my brother, man, Tulai Bree, man. He really, so I was on a competition that was in Kentucky that Tulai Bree from Rhythm and Flow was on. And he was one of the judges. And since then, man, like I've had conversations with him to where he put me in a position to where he was saying, man, when he's like, you got it. He was like, you got the it factor. So he was like, but when you're in that position and things start to move forward, don't stop. Right. He's like, because if you stop, your momentum to gain that confidence of what you believe in will start to deteriorate because you won't even realize it. You'll just realize like, shoot, like I just missed my moment. You know what I mean? So when he told me like, just keep going, I started to realize like, as I kept going, I'm like, even when like minor things were happening, I'm like, oh, like I feel it. Like things won't stop for you. Like things won't stop for you if you keep going. So I really got a shout out for him for being like a motivational piece in my experiences and stuff. To get back on your question though, I guess what I got going on since Blink just happened, man, I gotta sit back on performances for a minute, man. I really want to work on this project that I'm doing with my family called Family First, F1. I haven't really talked about it yet, but
shout out my F1 guys. F1 guys out here.
Yeah. See, we already starting the movement, man. It's gonna be an experience, man. I got that in some radio projects that I'm doing and some film projects that I'm doing and stuff. But like, that's a big piece that I'm really gonna add into the factor, which is like a family experience. I want people to really like get back to them roots like we used to in the 90s and early 2000s, man, where you like really can like see the big factor of, it's kind of like how Kanye did in his documentary. Yeah. You know, but then making music off of that.
There you go.
So people can like really be a part of your experience.
So Joe, what is that next project you got coming up?
So it doesn't have a name yet, but I've got literally 18 songs almost just ready to drop. So I'm trying to organize it into like a 10 or 11 song project and then have a bunch of singles next year just drop selectively at times. So I can kind of regather, work on promoting my project, work on promoting the singles and making sure the marketing's on point. And while I'm doing that, I'll have time to work on my next project. So it's not a rush. Mm-hmm. I know with whatever project I have, though, I'm going to work on 6 music videos. 5 of those music videos, and this is no one knows this except for my team. 5 of those music videos are going to be in select cities all across the country. And the 6th one is going to be a music video that has every single city included in one video.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, nice. So it'll be a dope experience. Deuces has heard some of the songs, so he can tell you it's going to be an experience for anyone.
Or some of the artists is on the project.
So this is going to be my first individual project. So like 100% for the most part. There's one song that has, or 2 songs now that have features. The rest of the songs are all me, because that was the thing after I released Hop On or Fuck Off 2 was I was like, man, almost every single song is a feature, which is dope. Like getting into your like DJ Khaled mind state, right? Where you're having a bunch of features on the song. But I was like, all right, I went to a couple of record labels with these tracks and the A&Rs kept on telling me, where's your individual stuff? Where's your individual stuff? Where's your individual stuff? I'm like, well, I'm not going to get signed sitting here and just having everybody on every track. I've got to blend it in nicely. Nice. So I only have 2 features. One of them, I have my sister singing on it. And she's an amazing singer. She's
shout out to Joyce.
Yeah, Joyce is amazing. She's almost made it on The Voice literally 3 times on TV. Like she's got an amazing voice. And the other song, as of now, I'm working on getting a couple more features on it. So far, it's got Monty C, Benjamin, and it's got Tulai Bree on it, which Deuces shouted. out earlier. Shout out to him for selling a show out in Nashville, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm going to mention that too.
Shout out to my brother, man. He did a great job, man. I'm proud of that, man.
Yeah, so both of them were on it, and I've got a couple artists I'm working on trying to get on the track. But other than that, it's going to be a completely individual project. I've got 2 ideas for names for it, but like I said, I'm not really there yet.
Do you ever struggle, and this kind of goes to the question for the both of you as just being an artist, like, do you ever struggle with, like, I guess it's 2 ends of the spectrum, right? Like making music, hey, I need to put all these songs out, or hey, I have an archive of music, I need to put all these songs out.
So here's my thing, right? If I'm always working on music, I'm always in the studio. I'm timeless. It's easy for me to say at this point. In the last 4 years, I'm probably hands down Timeless's #1 client. I always am at the studio. I like being at the studio. I feel like the studio is a second home. At some point, though, you got to find a way to balance your money when it comes to music business, right? So I've got to find a way to use my archive in order to
promote my other stuff,
so I don't keep on spending money. But I think there's something to be said about making a project and having intent behind it, like knowing what you're going after and actually chasing it. So I think my next release is going to have a little bit of both, and then any other project I work on going forward is going to be completely about intent, because with my last few projects, I've shown how versatile that I could be.
Yep.
And I've shown that, hey, I could do a little bit of this type of rap genre, a little bit of this type of rap genre. And my individual projects also going to show that. But I really want to start having meaning behind what I'm saying with everything that I do. So I think after I release this next project, everything moving forward is going to have intention.
Yeah.
More so than coming from an archive.
And from a marketing standpoint, that will allow you to grow as far as where to put these dots, or where to actually, connect the dots that you're throwing the darts at. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Yeah. That's genius. How do you feel about
that? So as an independent artist, I was taught to be self-sufficient, right? So like I'm a studio like rat too. But like I record all my music, and if I'm not recording all my music, I'm collaborating with someone that knows how to record music by themselves. Like I know how to work. I work with engineers outside of studio, so I go to Timeless a lot too. But I don't stay in Timeless all the time. I record my stuff at home, or I work with other creators or musicians that I'm affiliated with and work in the studio to create music. But like I create an archive, and I like place it in a certain position to where it will be used while creating more. So I'm always continually doing something. I found that if you learn how to balance your goals and your desires with music and everything else, then you'll be able to place things in the right position to push forward with all that stuff. Because at one point in time, it was hard for me to just like make music and be like, I don't know if I should put this out yet. This and the third. And it's like, nah, like that song could totally be used somewhere.
There you go.
You just got to know how you want to use it.
Yeah.
And once you like learn how to think like that, being intentional becomes a lot more fluid, because you're not just doing it to throw it out there. You're doing it, because you know that it's going to be useful somewhere. Though I like the way that Russ, like someone like Russ who drops a single, like he'll create an archive, like how his formula was, is that he created an archive for like 2.5 years. And then he started releasing songs every year. But at that time he was releasing all the songs, or every day. At the time he was releasing those songs every day, he allowed himself to build that like that momentum up to where he could create music as he's releasing it. So he had a plan for every single song and which song was going to be released, whether he had a song he made in 2017 that was going to be released in 2020. Like he had an idea of what he was going to do with all these songs, because he created that momentum with himself in the studio and how he was going to release it and how he was promoting it. And I think that just takes a bit of balance and understanding of what you're doing with yourself and your goal. You know what I mean?
Well said, dude. And I think with you I guess I should ask you, do you think that with you wearing so many hats that you do, and you have this momentum behind you that allows you to be like, hey, I can actually use this song over here for this acting or jingle, or over than just making it on a CD or on a track?
Yeah, I mean, because like for instance, I can give you like an example. So like I'm creating a film like music piece. It's like a series that I'm gonna create, and it's called the Sunny Silver Experience, right? And it's like an experience. It's almost like taking like the idea of Euphoria and like taking like your aesthetics of like James Bond or some stuff and just like putting it in like a noir type of like James Dean type of vibe as a character, and it's like this guy who was adopted by an Italian mafia type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's like the character's still a musician, like he's still me. So he's this black dude that's adopted from an Italian mafia. How does that look? If you're making music for it, how does that sound?
Well, dude, nice way to bend that. Like,
right?
Yeah.
Right. So I started like, and a while ago, I started creating like music where it almost had like this Western tone to it. And I started that through a musical that I did with Playhouse in the Park. And like one of my band members that I did the music with, he was like, man, there's like a certain like genre of that. It was like spaghetti something. I'm like, that sounds really weird. I don't know if I like that name.
That's not what I'm going for.
Yeah, I was like, that's not what I'm going for. But I like, as I'm listening to it, I'm like, this is interesting. Like, I feel like, like how does someone rap over this and like make it sound good? Cause it sounds good. Like, how does that work? So I just started like diving into it, and I'm like, and I started making songs, but I didn't know what to do with them. And I'm like, this is interesting. Like, this stuff sounds really good. I'm showing people like family and certain friends that I think will listen to it. And they're like, yeah, dog, like this is interesting. This is different. Like you're singing, but you're not like going off of like pop music, but it's got like this interesting, like bending genre tone to it. And then I came up with this idea and I was like, oh, you know what? Like this could fit in this world somehow, some way,
Mm-hmm.
And all that, like that archive of music that I created, that I was like, I don't know if I should put this out, this, that, and the third. I don't know if I should perform this. Has a place for it, because I was being intentional with the way that I was moving. I started to figure out like, don't like just throw in the back, just like,
utilize it
somehow. Like I even performed one of the songs at Blink just to see how people responded to it.
Yeah.
I got some decent responses to it. The song's called Love Is Unapologetic, but it's like I'm like kind of like singing, rapping in a sense, but like with like a more of like a soul tone. So it's got like some soul blues tones to it.
Nice.
And it just fits the script at the end of the day. So
like Leon Bridges type of soul.
But like if Leon Bridges was rapping.
You
know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And that's where it really messed me up at. Cause like I was like, man, like, is that what that is? And then you think about how Leon Bridges like dresses up.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's real sophisticated, like, real classy. But it's like that's not me. Like I'd rather be like classy and sophisticated, but like with some grittiness to it, like some bad boy to it, where it's like, okay, like how does that fit? I don't know.
Come out with a whole new genre over here.
I did listen to Gorillaz a lot.
Hey, there you go.
Is that the motivation?
There you go.
Yeah. Gorillaz was definitely motivation, man. They did some really odd bending stuff for sure.
Nice. So you guys got an upcoming event that you guys want to promote real quick?
So first of all, Nightmare on Madison, that's coming October 29th. It's going to be a big Halloween party at Madison Live. We'll have performances, we'll have themes. We haven't even released some of the stuff that we're going to do yet. We literally just put a flyer out saying we're having a Halloween party and letting everybody guess at the moment.
Oh,
but it's coming. There's going to be
building up the hype.
Oh yeah.
It is super hype.
Preview videos. There's going to be all sorts of stuff coming soon. So I'm excited about that. If you want to take it away with
Newport.
Yeah.
So being affiliated, so as an in-game host at the Red Stadium, and being with my team Joe, who where we like to curate events and stuff and get involved with the city. I had the opportunity with connecting with Newport on the Levee. You guys know what an in-game host is
Explain it for the people that don't.
So as an in-game host for like the Reds game, right, or UC football or whatever, it's that person that's like interacting with the fans on the big screens and stuff, like like in between like innings and quarters and stuff,
hyping up the crowd
during moments where they're like taking the breaks and stuff. Right, and just being there. Like I haven't really got to experience it in like football and basketball yet, but like for baseball, it's like in between innings and before games and after games. So like I'm like advertising stores for the Red Stadium and advertising their merchandise and advertising like food places and whatever events are happening there, bands, getting to talk to the mayor and getting to talk to like the governor and all that stuff, and just like getting involved with whatever is going on at the Red Stadium, right? Like I'm that person on the face of the screen that people are watching before the game. And then during the game, you play the games and stuff, and you get to play with the fans and all that in the stands and all that, which is super cool. It feels good to be in front of 30,000 people, but what that's brought opportunities to work with different companies. And so Newport, shout out to DJ Hope, because DJ Hope is the one who got us connected with Newport. But
you're the man, Hope.
Yeah, DJ Hope for sure.
Shout out DJ Hope.
Yeah. So basically they wanted to connect and figure out a way to get involved with their world. And so they wanted to, we got a lot of other stuff going on with them, but they wanted to get something going on with the Bengals games, right? And a Newport on the Levee, if you haven't been a Newport on the Levee is like brand new. Like it's not what it used to be 2 years ago. And literally 2 years ago is not long ago. Like it's like brand spanking new. Like there's a lot of stuff happening there. It's a whole door experience. So if you know what that is, you can just drink like on the go. Like you can just walk around the whole area of Newport on the Levee and walk around with your drink. You can go into each store with your drink. Like it's legal, right? And so that's like, it's like, why not have a tailgating experience at Newport on the Levee? Right. So Newport on the Levee reached out to us and was like, hey, do you guys want to run a tailgating experience for the Bengals games? We're like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Of course we want to.
Yes, sir.
And then they're like, do you guys want to do music? And we're like, hell yeah. Of course we want to do music. Like, yeah, so that's to perform for tailgating events? Come on now. That's a double whammy, dog.
Oh yeah, dude. So where's that? Do you know, is this in the works?
So we're already doing it. Yeah.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that what I actually saw a couple weeks ago? Or when was the last time you guys did it? Was it this
last home game?
game?
The Dolphins game?
Yeah, so we do it every home game. Interesting. Yeah, we do it every home game, which is like the great experience about it. And the whiteout was really dope. It was really dope, yeah.
Where can they find you guys at when they go downtown to see this tailgate? Like a Newport. Is it on Newport on the Levee?
It's on Newport on the
Okay.
Levee, yeah. So you can come to Newport on the Levee and see us. Like there's two stages, right? There's a stage outside and then there's a stage inside. But like you can find this everywhere. Like everything that's going on in Newport, you'll find it. Like you'll know. You'll be like, oh, like this.
Oh, this is going on.
It's happening here.
Here it is.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I didn't even know that. See, and that's what actually we're about. Is we have a platform. It's gonna relaunch in 2023.
That's tight.
So
awesome.
That's what we're about. So this podcast and all this stuff, it's just the cherry on top of getting you guys here, getting you affiliated with us to where we can actually put you guys out somewhere else and blast you guys.
So it would almost be like mobile.
It is a mobile.
Yo, shout out to Cincy Local and Live. That's fire, y'all.
I appreciate it. So unfortunately, we won't be up until 2023, but look out. We're going to have a big event too. We'll get you guys involved and hopefully blast this thing and be like, hey, yo, tap in with Local and Live.
Collaborative thing.
Yeah, please reach out. That's I love anything technology. Like so during the day, I'm an industrial systems engineer. I'm now a regional engineering manager for Honda.
Oh, right on, man.
Anything with that kind of stuff, I love it. So.
Tech geek right here.
Yeah,
right to you,
Tech
man.
savvy for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. So let's spit out your guys' socials. So where do you guys, where can they find you at?
Yeah, so they can find me out on Instagram at Eid Deuces. So that's AIGHTDEUCES, like bruh, like Eid Deuces. You can find me on all platforms at Deuces the Second. So it's just a play on words, right? My name is just Deuces, but it's Deuces, DEUCES, and then II, right? 2 capital letters like the Roman numeral 2. Did I say that right?
I think yeah.
The Roman
numeral 2. Yeah. I'm getting tongue tied over here. I'm trying to take a drink.
Yeah, so you can find me all over like platforms as Deuces the Second, basically. You can find my music and all that there, and on my Instagram, man, you just go on my LinkedIn and stuff, and you'll see like all the stuff that I'm doing and all the stuff that I have done. My resume is pretty hefty, so
I bet you it's a big page for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally put more on there, but I rather just keep it immediate for what's important to see, and then they can figure the rest out as they
click and go.
As they click and go, yeah.
Got you, man. What about you?
Joe Eid on anything. So JOE space EID. You will find me on any platform as that, except for Twitter. It's JOE_EID4. Because fuck Twitter. The guy that took Joe Eid.
Hey, we need to talk to you
on Twitter.
Message us back.
You need to talk to the people on Twitter about that.
I did. Man. I tried. They never got back to me. But everything else, every other platform.
Damn you, Twitter.
We'll get a hold of Elon
Joe
here soon.
Space Eid.
Yeah.
Joe Eid.
All right, right on, man. All right, well, let's see. We'll get tapped in with the live performances here in a minute. It's Randall Pink,
Cincinnati Ty,
and tap in with us with local and live events. See you later.
Appreciate y'all.